be mindful about, man, figuring out how people fuck with other people, man. If you had a partner that's just, dirty to motherfuckers, but they wasn't never dirty to you,
Mm.
nigga, you sooner or later you gonna be that motherfucker. It might
You
be
know they
solid
got
to
it
you. You
in
feel
them.
me? Like, man, they always solid to me, bro. It's good. No, nigga, is he solid all around?
Mm.
Don't just have a motherfucker be cool to their partners, nigga. Are they cool to everybody? You feel
Is
me?
it
Like,
justice to you
nigga,
is
that's something
injustice
that,
to everybody?
yeah, nigga, you better keep that in mind, nigga. Because what about when you that other mother part, you that other
I
person, you
say,
the
do you
person
know
on the
how
outside? You feel me?
do you know how often I say that on here personally? I say, don't treat a motherfucker like that because I'm not even gonna say if you, when you are on the other side of that shit, it's gonna feel different. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers be quick to treat a motherfucker like this or like that. You know what I'm saying? But it don't feel good when the shoe on the other foot. You know what I'm saying?
I like to
Not
think
at
that I'm a
all.
fair person across the board. I can't be an asshole, but for the most part, I treat everybody with respect until you make me disrespect you.
So is there a difference between envy and natural competitiveness?
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We
What's the difference though?
we have a competitive drive. We want to do what you like. We want to be able to do exactly what you're doing. But when I'm hating on what you're doing, I feel like is low key like envious, not competitive. When I'm like oh shit, that nigga doing that? Oh yeah, I know I can do that too. Like it's motivation for me to do it also. That's the competition aspect to me. But when I'm hating on it and oh this nigga ain't even really doing nothing like that,
Hmm.
that's the envious.
Ladies, do you guys got any opinions on the topics or anything? No, I guess they don't. But yeah, man.
Taj, wake up.
Taj, we can't hear you if you're talking. Everybody telling Hollywood we live over here. I got popped on there. Everybody like money live, hey, money live. Appreciate that.
Uh, uh, what you?
You're
So
welcome.
my bad. My bad. I say that the difference between being competitive and envious is how do I want to say that? It's the difference between a motherfucker putting you up. You know how people will say the only way to put themselves up is to put you down.
Hmm.
In that light, I would say that would be a space of envy. Like the nigga constantly saying, "Oh man, I could do that if, or I could be doing that if," as opposed to the congratulatory like viewpoints of, "Man, that's a hell of a job, big dog. Let me know how you did it." There's
Hmm.
a totally different tone that comes along with that, or man, let me know how you did it, man, so we can push each other type of a
Hmm.
conversation. You feel me?
What's
But
the
The niggas that be like, oh, he only doing that cause
what's the
because
topic?
yes,
Competitiveness versus enviness. Let me put that on the screen as a matter of fact too.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? What's the difference between being competitive and being envious?
I mean, envious is just like, a motherfucker doing better than you and you always got some slick shit to say, like, oh, you just like my man him was saying, if I was in this position I could, or what I'm saying, if I had that same thing he got, I could. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what other people do, but I'm not in the world of competition with no nigga. You know
hey,
what I'm
if that
saying?
nigga wouldn't have got hit by a truck and lost his legs, he wouldn't have got that money to get that chain. Like,
Hey,
god damn, nigga.
right? Yeah. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I'm not gonna want to feel like him. I'm not gonna be like, damn, I should go get hit by a train so I can get that chain too. Fuck all that.
So can you want what the next motherfucker have without being envious? Can you want to, accomplish these things or do the same things without being envious? Can you admire
You
and
know,
want to
you know
achieve
what
the same goals?
you know what that's called. You know what that's called.
What's that called?
Working hard and hustling. You know what I'm saying? And then you can have what that person got. Not saying that you want to be like this person, but you can have what that person has because you put in the work. You know what I'm saying? You
I
just put
think
in the
it's
work.
competitive nature too, though, because like you got an old school, right, Hollywood? So now I see my nigga with an old school. I want to get one too. Like,
Yeah, but we
oh,
niggas
Hollywood
though.
got the old school on folds, nigga. I want one on sixes. Like,
But we're not competing though. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not competing.
but
Like
it's
Well, I
friendly
mean, but
competition amongst.
it's friendly
I'm not
competition. And
Competition
that's a
is
perfect
good though.
example.
I
That's
mean,
a
yeah, it's friendly competition and it's good though. But I'm not about to be like, okay, since I got fours and you got sixes, I'm not about to be like, well, shit, I need to step it up. You know what I'm saying? I may be satisfied with my fours. You know what I'm
let
saying?
me ask y'all this: do you think it's a difference between men and women with
Hell
this
yeah,
with
Yeah.
competition
Competition.
hell
versus
yeah.
what's the difference with men and women? Like, why do you think it's different for women?
Our competition is friendly and theirs ain't.
Mm,
Them bitches be at each other's neck.
like so they don't have the courteousness, or they don't have that um appreciative bone in their body to see that, okay, my nigga winning. I like that. I'm happy for him, and I want to do that for myself too. But it don't take away from him. You don't think they got that?
So
Nope.
so he's saying that the bitch say it ain't nothing friendly about that competition. Say the
Bells, are
bitch
you
always
there?
say that bitch always thinks she doing something. That's
Bells, are
hella
you
funny.
there? Do you think it's different for females? Do you think that they can express, like, can y'all be competitive without being envious? Can y'all have that type of um competition without there being any added layer of jealousness or enviousness with a woman? We can't hear you. You're on mute. We don't hear you. Taj, are you
We
there?
still can't hear you. Tajay, wake up over there. I mean, Taj, wake up over there. Any woman want to chime in?
Let's see. Let's see if anybody's in the comments. Like, if there's any females in the viewers, do y'all think it's any different for females? Do y'all feel like they have a competitive nature? And if they do, can they have it just be competitive and appreciative? You know what I'm saying? But or does it always have to include some kind of type of jealousy or enviousness or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got out here in viewer land.
So say they don't. But do you think it would have more to do with the fact that we've come up playing more sports?
Mm. Tell me more about that though.
Just a question. You get taught as a youngin. Sports is pretty much something that comes along with being a boy. They put you in them. You got to do the camaraderie thing. Got to do the
Anything you
teamwork
can
thing.
do, I can do
Yeah,
better.
you got to do that. And they tell you to feed off of the success of the person beside you. If he scored 2 points, go get 4. You know what I mean? Like, or you playing on a team that you're playing against. The purpose is to win, but you still have to be okay with losing. That type of a
How
thing. You know what I'm saying?
What type of team sports do we have for females? I mean, like younger females, like high school age. You know what I mean? Are there any
It's the
team
same,
sports
The
for
same as
same
females?
sport,
boys.
same as
Well, I guess
boys.
softball. Well, I guess basketball, softball.
Softball, basketball,
Basketball.
Softball,
baseball. Oh, no,
volleyball.
You
baseball.
got
Sorry,
girls
I
now.
said
You
that.
got girls playing flag
Track.
football now.
Yeah, they play everything we play now.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
playing
It's
everything.
inclusive.
that's
Yeah,
inclusive.
but I mean, it's not the same though. You get what I mean? Like you're not as I mean. Now, most def. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not trying to speak for the women. Let me say that first. But I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of knowing that it's not the same. Girls are more so told to sit still, and they can actually do that shit. Like, nigga, is an individual thing. So now, yeah, that bitch thinks she doing something.
Cause it's like what I see, right, is it seems like niggas can compete, but it doesn't seem it seems like we can compete, but it doesn't be it's not personal. It's just like he just trying to win. You know what I'm saying? It seems like with females, when they compete, it becomes personal. You know what I'm saying?
We're
And I
just
don't know.
competitive in nature.
I
From
mean,
video
really,
games.
really, it all
That's
depends
it.
on what kind of sport the man is playing. Though it can become
I
personal.
just think
And it's like,
in everything. When I'm at work, oh, can I get this job done faster than the next motherfucker? Can I beat Hollywood in the video game this many times? Like, we just naturally competitive even without sports. Like,
yeah,
Bills, put it in the
but
regular
that don't
comments.
mean I envy. You know, what I'm talking about my people though. You feel me?
no, we know
We,
you're not envious.
but no, I'm just
Bill
speaking in
said,
general. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking in general, not just me though. I'm just speaking in general. You feel me? Like just because we may be competitive in something, that don't mean I envy you. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck wrong with that? Oh, my bad.
Bill said women are naturally competitive, so I feel like not all stems from jealousy, but you can definitely tell the difference, and it feels like someone said when okay, if it feels like someone is jealous, remove them. Yeah.
I guess the question I got is, how often do you find a bitch that can roast?
Hot. It's rare.
We got
Never.
Lolo
Just,
in the
nigga, we
You
play,
know
building.
what I'm saying?
nigga, we
Like
played a
it's
dozen.
rare that
You
you
get what I'm
can find a
saying?
female that
We
can
play.
roast.
Not saying that she can't be funny. What I mean by roast is, am I got feedback?
A little bit.
Nope,
I
that's
think that might have
somebody
been
else shit. I
low.
think.
Low just
Yeah,
popped
that's
in,
somebody
maybe.
else shit.
I think
No,
that's
it ain't
my
him
shit.
because
How often do you find a bitch that can roast? Like, y'all can roast, and then baby could take it and throw them back. That bitch finna get mad, boy. She finna just about to be a
Yeah.
problem. You say the wrong thing, which I'm not down in women. Let me say that again. I'm not.
So
I'm just basing it off of what I've seen, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Once again,
are they
I'm
more
I
always put a
think,
emotional?
disclaimer.
Is it because they're more
hey,
emotional?
money.
Yeah.
I think you
I
should
don't even
put
think women more emotional than men.
competitive versus and envious versus jealousy. You know what I'm saying? It should be all three of those.
Tell us why, brother.
I mean, you know, competition is different from envy, and yeah, I feel like that's way different. You know what I'm saying? I was on mute when I was talking to my sister about this shit, but yeah, competition and envy, I feel like is different. And then
Is that
I
Nisha?
believe, yeah, it's Nisha. I
Bring her
believe,
to the mic.
I believe envy and jealousy, you know, kind of comes hand in hand. But they want to
I
talk
guess
to
I
you
was
on the
trying to make
panel.
it like one. I was trying to
They can't see
articulate
you though,
one
because
that's
they can
not
hear you.
positive, one that is positive. You know what I mean? Like,
Nisha,
like
how do you feel about it?
Because you're not gonna be able to hear my speakers.
Hello.
Nisha, how
yeah.
you feel about the topic?
So envy ain't nothing wrong with being envious. You could,
You're Hollywood's big sister.
I'm his big sister. I'm Nisha. For those who don't
Hello,
know.
hello.
Oh, and my birthday on Sunday. Hey. Okay. So
Hey, turn
anyway.
up.
Okay. Turn up, turn up.
So okay. So envy. There's nothing wrong with being envious of a person because you could be envious of a person and be very happy for them. You could, it's a way. Sometimes being envious help motivate you,
And
things
that's what I
like
was trying
that.
to articulate. Yeah.
Now
Go ahead.
jealousy and envy kind of run neck and neck, but being versus one another, it's the opposite. So envious is cool, jealousy, that's a whole different thing. So when you're jealous, you envious of the person, but you hating on them. You mad at what they got. You mad at like how they
Mm,
did what they do. You see what I'm saying?
mm,
Now being competitive don't even run in none of them categories. Competitive is just your will to go, your will to compete. It don't really go with envy or jealousy. It's just your drive, is your competitiveness.
So say, we got it's a group, right? And it's
Hmm.
a group of say, who do I want to put in the minority? The men. Say, okay, we're gonna put the men in the minority. Say it's two dudes, right, and one girl, and they want the girl to choose them. You feel what I'm saying? And they want to impress the girl, but they want to make themselves stand out from each other, right? But they don't want to hate on each other. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like when I see that same thing with females, it seems like it's took it more personal. It's like it's an undertone to it. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, that's because male and females are very different in their DNA. Men aren't typically as emotional as women are. You know what I mean?
Himothy doesn't
So,
agree with that.
so being that we are, whether you want to think you are or not, really this is just in your DNA. Women are nurturers, and being a nurturer, you're naturally more emotional. You see the difference? So
Mm.
if a man wants this particular woman and they don't want to hate on each other, I mean, at the end of the day, she gonna choose who she wants. It ain't really whether he say this or don't say that. She gonna see for herself, and she might make the right choice, and she might not. At the end of the day, is they ain't gotta compete. It's just gonna be in what she wants and what she sees in that individual.
That's in a perfect world, though, ain't it?
No, that's the reality.
Okay.
A
Because
man,
I
a
think,
man, a man ain't got to say nothing against another man in
yeah, they
order
don't
for
got
a
to.
female. If anything, if she real and the nigga is hating on the next nigga, she gonna be like, "Oh, this nigga on some weird shit." Cause what you even talking, speaking on this man for at all?
I totally agree with that. But
Niggas
I
pillow
don't.
talk every day too.
I just don't think. I just don't think that happens.
It very
Well,
much does happen. It very
first off,
much does happen, but you also have to realize you got to be aware of the character of the person that you're dealing with.
agree.
If the person is of a lesser character, then yeah, she gonna fall for the okie doke. But is that really somebody you want?
Yeah, I agree. If we're speaking about character, I just don't think that matters too much anymore to people. And yes, I do agree with
Well,
the fact.
okay, and it might
Okay,
not, but I'm of a different generation.
and that's exactly what I was
So
going to point to. I was going to say that your generation, yes, the men may have been less inclined to be emotional. That's a totally different generation. These niggas right now is they act straight like bitches, all the way cut through straight. They know if
right.
ands or
So
buts about
again,
it. So
if this is what a female chooses,
uh-huh.
you let her have that because at the end of the day, a man that's really about being a man,
Yeah,
he's not gonna speak on the next man because he gonna let his character and his shit shine. He gonna let his shit shine for himself. He ain't gonna
absolutely.
have to say nothing about nobody because it's gonna all come out. He's gonna exude that shit. He's gonna wear that shit like a badge of honor. Ain't
Yes,
nobody gonna, ain't nobody could step to that.
yes, I
And
totally
that,
agree.
and if it's meant to be, if that's what's meant to be, that's what's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
again, if she with the shit and she with the pillow talking and he said this and he said that, do you really want that?
No,
Mm.
I agree with you. That's why I was saying in a perfect world, in a space where the woman cares about the character of the man that she's dealing with. This day and age, that's not something that people are too much concerned about. And the men themselves don't really care too much about their character. All they care about is results. So now when you get into these spaces where men have to say, I want that girl and I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get her. Now I don't care who I got to shoot down. It ain't about you, nigga. I don't care about how you feel about me. I'm trying to get the girl. And there's nothing that's in between us that's going to stop. Now, I don't agree with that. Let me state that. What I am saying is, I just believe that happens more often than the latter. I don't think that that's too much of a thing anymore, where guys are worried about their character and how people view them and so much. These niggas is dancing and wearing purple hair and fingernail polish, all type of shit. Like nobody cares about how people view them anymore. So I do agree with you. Let me say that again. I do agree that it should be about a man being a man. But ultimately, men have gotten to this space where they're just concerned about results. And that's it. They done turned their back on women. We got the He-Man Women Haters Club out here. These niggas hate women. They hate them. So
look at Big old 5. Hold on, I'm gonna read this. Big old 581 said a feeling of disconnect, a resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck.
Shoot that.
That was a good breakdown of that shit.
That's beautiful. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I totally do agree with you though, sis. No doubt about it. Is that the person that you want? I totally agree with that. I just don't think that that's too much of a concern anymore. That's all.
Verb to desire.
I don't deal with those types. I mean, it's also the company you keep in the spaces you be in.
Absolutely.
So desire to have a quality possession of other desirable attributes.
I'm gonna look at a dude a different type of way.
Yeah, as you should.
You know?
Yeah, as you should. Yeah, because he gonna do whatever he got to do.
And I think if these women were still holding dudes accountable to that standard today, you would have less men doing it. They okay in the pillow talking and all that shit. Women not telling these niggas, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, a nigga would shut the fuck up if she told him she didn't care about that. But
that's true.
Yeah, I ain't finna put that on the ladies. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not.
We ain't gonna put it on them.
I'm not finna do that. What
niggas definitely gotta hold themselves accountable.
Niggas need to check their nuts. That's what need to come down to. Check your nuts, man. If you a man, be one. And if ain't nobody never taught you how to be one, nigga, get on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Get on the internet.
Listen to those. But no, the point that I'm making is listen to those unpopular opinions.
He gonna get on the internet and run into Kevin Samuel.
Exactly. That's why I said listen to the unpopular opinions. You feel me? Listen to the opinions that are in favor of the opposite sex. Like, nigga, why would you want to be opposed to your mate?
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
See, I'm of the generation where, like, ain't nothing wrong with being submissive when he a leader. I'm of that space.
Yeah, I was born in the wrong generation.
I get that ain't exactly where everybody is going, but I mean, it should be. Now
you
it's
sound
okay.
like you got a little bit of a southern draw. Are you from the South?
No,
the South of Oakland. I mean,
I'm just saying. I just hear such a southern draw. I would assume.
Yeah, no, that's because I had one set of grandparents from Texas and the other set from Louisiana.
So do you think some of those southern core values were instilled in you at young through them?
It could have been. I definitely absorbed seeing my grandparents in long-term relationships. You know, I've seen aunts and uncles in long-term relationships. I've seen. You know, so I kind of, I'm one of them people. I observe, and I see what I want in my situation and what I don't. Now, that's not to say I also believe that experience is a great teacher. So I've experienced some things, and it taught me what I did and did not want as well. And I just feel like ain't nothing wrong with a man being a man. And me being a woman, I want to be soft. I want to be in my soft space and and do the things that traditionally a woman does.
Do you think
That's
that's
just me.
do you think that's a popular opinion amongst women in the West?
I think for some it is, but I mean different strokes for different folks.
No.
Some people
Okay.
haven't been exposed to that. Some people have only seen one side of relationships, and they haven't been exposed to people in long-term marriages, and for better or for worse, sickness and health. They haven't been exposed to that. So, so in that respect, I mean, it is what it is. But then there's other people that's what they desire. But it's hard to find on both ends of the spectrum. Why this thing keep falling out my
Oh, that's Hollywood. Hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
know. We gotta find where it fell, man. Oh, here it
26
goes.
that's why I have
On
points,
the
man.
on
I
that on
had
that
to be
envy
my ear.
on that envy and competition shit, you got to be. I'm sorry, I just finished this set. You got to be. You pretty much adversarial to that person in order for you to be envious of them. In my view, um, that's not your folks. I can't. I wouldn't be able to say that I envy someone and then I admire them at the same time. I don't think you can put both of those things together.
I feel like envy is admiration.
That's like
Envy is
what up with it?
what's up with you? My bad. What's up with you,
Yeah,
man?
but you got to resent that motherfucker though. I mean, just if there's no way, yeah, I don't see.
See,
I
you,
would say
you
it,
got
it
to
would be
admire what they have
resentful.
to even be jealous of it. Because like you
Yes,
said, jealousy is a part of enviness, right?
yeah, but you would
But
have to be resentful. That's resentful admiration in order for it to be envy. Like you do not like the fact that they have what they have. That's what makes
that's
it
why you're
envy.
saying that's why you don't think of the word admire is like,
Yeah,
What's up with the gang
yeah,
though?
like what's
what's
happening?
up, man? What you got going on?
My bad.
Yeah,
I
you
know
got
we
to
were up here.
yeah, you got to dislike that in order for it to be envy. If I'm not mistaken, shit. Like I'm in the competitive nature, nigga. We back and forth. I think the difference will probably be, and Coop ain't gonna like this. I think that Jordan was envious as shit before he got his. Brian was just competitive.
Mm. Mix, we talking about what's the difference between being competitive, being envious, and being jealous. You know what I mean? And how does that differ between men and women? You know, can you be competitive with another man without being envious of him? Can you envy something or be envious of him without being jealous? You there, Mix? Mix is gone. But yeah,
Coop know
man.
what it is, man. You got to hate a motherfucker to envy him. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Well, you can envy him in the beginning if you don't know him, all that type of shit. Then after that, you can develop. You can admire the person that they are, admire what they have. Like you just listen to the words, nigga. They hold like they
Hey, read
come
the
with a
bottom of
certain.
the screen.
What he say?
No Jordan slander.
Man, there's no slander going on here, whoever that is. You know what I'm saying? Just tell the truth, man. That's all. If you feel that way, then hey, man, you got to check y'all Jordan views, man. That's all.
Nah,
Is
man.
that your king? They got eliminated out of the playoffs this year?
Come on, man.
Never
I'm
mind.
not
We ain't
doing
talking
that
about
with you.
basketball. Never
It
mind.
was an example, brother.
Well, man, we're gonna keep it short today. I just wanted to go ahead and put that in the air. I really didn't get the female view, you know what I'm saying, the way I really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to observe humans and shit, and it's just like sometimes you can sit back and you can watch just human interaction. You can watch motherfuckers like, it's always gonna be just a natural competitiveness. It's like the jungle damn near. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to be the alpha male to be able to breed with the prime mate. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of I wanted to chop that up real quick, but I'm trying to keep these short from here on out, moving forward, man. Y'all got anything y'all want to chop it up about before we get up out of here?
I did want to ask you a question about the psychiatric practice.
Okay.
I did want to ask you in particular. Um, don't Isn't that something that you practice, so to speak?
Yeah, yeah. In a way, like I'm not
Okay,
doing like counseling or like therapy, but I am a vocational counselor though.
solid. So your first time, like, is that I was told that the best of people in that practice, they um well, how do you feel about going to one yourself?
I feel like it's positive. It's a good thing. You'll learn a lot about yourself, and I think you shouldn't go to someone looking to hear what you're looking to hear. I think we talked about this on here one time before. Like, I feel like the best advice I got was from a Caucasian female. And I would have never chosen that person to be my therapist or my supervisor or the one I would go to for guidance. But she was the one that gave me the best, unbiased, impartial advice. So yeah, I would definitely advise going. You know what I'm saying? You gonna realize things about yourself you really didn't know, or you did know, but you just never took the time to really admit to yourself. That's why I tell people. I tell people something all the time. I say, you can lie to me, you can lie to everybody else, but don't lie to your motherfucking self. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you can't lie to you, no doubt.
Right.
Yeah, you can't lie to yourself. So ultimately the question that I had was, I was told that it's necessary to I don't want to say necessary, but most people look to build a rapport with whomever they're going to see. But doesn't that defeat the purpose of getting an unbiased opinion?
No, you want to build a rapport so you feel comfortable enough to really share the true, your true feelings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not
Okay,
gonna go in there and open up totally to a stranger. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times therapists have I can't think of the term right now, but basically it's where you get to engage with them and kind of feel them out. You guys get to see if you have parallel ideologies basically, and
okay,
um, and then you can kind of try them out for a certain amount of time. But like I said, with me, I feel like I went to a young black male really for confirmation of my feelings. When if I go to an old white guy, he's not gonna relate. He's just gonna give me the facts of life. He's not gonna,
okay.
which is kind of good and kind of bad because sometimes they can't relate. But again, I feel like that outside looking in view is a lot different from inside looking out because sometimes they can agree with the biases that you may have because they are just like you. But go ahead. I feel like
Okay.
I took over.
No, man, I'm asking you directly.
No, no,
I
no.
guess I guess more so so anytime I do hear of someone to um going to a session, the first thing I hear them say is that, or the reason for them going is for them to get an opinion. They want to go and speak to someone who won't judge them, right? So if in fact that is the basis, then why then long for a rapport? Does that make sense? Like, why would I want to build a relationship with you if I just want to go and pour my heart out to someone who won't judge me? Am I saying that right?
No, I hear exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
You're basically saying, why get to know you if I want to have somebody tell me something from a perspective that doesn't know me, that doesn't have a relationship with me, that isn't my friend.
Right.
And again, it's basically to take down your guards. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because it's like
Okay.
we got my in the building. Yeah, it's to take. Well, go ahead. It's to bring down
No,
your
that's you,
guards.
man. No, that's come on, man. I'm looking for knowledge here, brother. Come on, kick it.
No. I thought you was gonna say something else, but
Not at all.
no. But yeah, basically, it's just like you wanna like so say it's like it's like in a police interrogation. They bring down your guard by asking you stuff like, "Hey man, did you see that game the other day? Da 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 da. What type of teams do you like? Oh man, yeah, I love that team. Da 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 da." They get to that, you know what I mean? They humanize themselves. They build some type of relationship with you, so you feel like, oh, you're more comfortable. The guard is down, and now you're willing to.
Mhm.
But if you don't know somebody, it's just like meeting somebody on the elevator. You're not going to get to telling them everything, you know.
Okay. About that, that's the thing. Every time I hear about it, it seems like that is the viewpoint. That's the point. That's the basis. That's the foundation. I want to go and talk. I just want to go and talk, have somebody listen to me, and then them give me some input. But then, I've also heard, I'm like, damn, that seems like that's a big loop. You know what I'm saying? To
Mhm.
then build a rapport. So now it's not the same. Now it's a friend of yours, damn near. Like, nigga, like
So
now
say
I'm
no. So
okay.
say you go to a therapist, right?
Uh huh.
And she's not empathetic. She's not sympathetic, and you feel like you not really receiving the energy or the feedback that you want, right? Because it's like she kind of cold, she kind of standoffish. She sit down, and when you sit down, she don't look at you in your face. We got low in the building. You know what I mean? She don't look at you in your face. She just, right at 30 minutes, she is just all right, next, you know what I mean? But the difference in that is when somebody greets you by your name and then sits you down and then asks you about something that you said last week, and that, you know what I mean? It feels like they're more human. You don't just feel like a number. You feel like they actually care, and then that makes you in turn want to, give more information because you feel like this person is actually engaged in what you got going and has, a dog in the fight per se. You're not just a number. You know what I mean?
Respect that. Totally respect that. That's so pretty much the gist of it is different people go for different reasons, and in most cases they are going to how did you say, to be comfortable and be more inclined to divulge information. I got you, big dog.
Right, because
Appreciate that.
really the therapist ain't even there to tell you nothing. Honestly, the therapist is there to guide you in finding the answers within yourself. So
Right.
that's why it's important for you to open up and you to have the good relationship so you can divulge the information, because they can't really tell you anything. And I hate those therapists that do well, what do you think about it? What do you think is the best? What do you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
feel
Right.
like
Right.
that's cheap, but that's really what they're supposed to do. It's like they're not supposed to give you any direct advice or tell you anything you should do. They're supposed to help you find what you think is the problem, how you think you should figure it out, and what you think is the best decision. They're just helping you look within yourself, basically.
Yeah. Come to the conclusion yourself. That's dope.
Mhm.
No doubt about it, man. Solid. Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish you was here earlier. My mind, I wanted to know from a
Uh,
female perspective. What's up, Coop?
I'm not gonna tell you.
oh, I got one thing I want to do that's in the overlay. Um, we can talk about this, I guess, before you done. You trying to do an hour or what?
Yeah, but shit, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? We can do it. Let
All
me
right.
take this down real quick. All right, do y'all believe it's limits and arguing? And I need more context in this. It's like limits to how far you can go, limits to what you can say, You know what I'm saying? Do y'all believe it's limits and argue? And I feel like you shouldn't say anything that you don't really mean. A motherfucker should really. My whole thing is like, even when I'm arguing with a motherfucker, and we into it, I'm never gonna say no weird shit. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm mad now. Like, even, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers be arguing, breaking up, da 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 da. They bitch ass nigga and this and that. I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? I ain't just gonna, I'm gonna talk shit, but I ain't gonna say like, bitch, you was ugly anyways, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Your left foot was always stinking or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't one of them niggas. Like, I feel like, I don't know, just for whatever reason, that should be weak to me. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I don't think people don't say shit. I don't think people say shit they don't mean. I don't think that's a
Exactly.
thing. that's how I'm gonna say it. And yes, absolutely. Uh, I do believe there's limits. There should be, rather. Um, as I ain't never been the type of motherfucker that you can say something to and then take it back. Ain't no you being mad right now, nigga, and then you not mad later, and we supposed to be all right. I'm not the type of nigga get mad. I'm not him. You get what I'm saying? So whatever I'm gonna say to you at any point, I will say it when I'm angry, pissed off, drunk, nigga, everything. It's gonna be the same
Exactly.
shit. Like we got to get to this place where you're emotionally mature. You know, as you age, it ain't just about getting older, nigga. It's about learning yourself. So that should never be okay, woman or man. But I think it's a little more common in the ladies because a bitch going for blood, nigga. She trying to take your head
Bruh.
off, nigga.
But I always say that's because that's all they got. They don't have the strength of man. They have the strength of the tongue.
Absolutely,
That's what they were blessed
absolutely.
with. You know, the power of the tongue.
Ooh,
So, that's
your
why I
mama
always
was a
say,
dope fiend. I don't even like your grandma with her old broke leg. I ain't like, God
mhm,
damn, bitch,
they
you
cut
for
deep.
real?
Because they know a lot of times they get in the bad, the short end of the stick. They know they can't
Mm-hmm.
whoop us, so that's the only thing they can really do is really dig and get in deep on you and know that they hurt your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, but it'd be good though, when a bitch get to talking reckless to her, rock talking reckless to her. Now you got to show her. And then let me let you. I'm gonna give all that back to you. Uh huh.
So how you give it back?
Come on, man. You know what I'm talking about, brother. I ain't got to say it. You
Oh
know what I'm
no no
saying?
no no. I mean like no. So you go back and you engage back. You go back
No,
and
man,
forth.
not at all. Not with the words. No, I don't argue with women.
This nigga
Oh
will
okay
fuck
I'm
the
not.
okay.
words out of her.
Yeah. I'm about to punch dick in that bitch. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you about to get all that back.
Women are
You
really
talking crazy, then I'm
ridiculous.
gonna leave your ass alone. That's how it go. You argue with me, I'm leaving you the fuck alone. That's just been
And
my basis. I
Where
don't do that arguing shit.
I've had to
where
tell one of
Hollywood
my
at?
homeboys, like, dog, you're kind of arguing with me like I was arguing with my woman, or you're saying shit to try and intentionally cut deep. And that's not how men argue. So you're going to be mad if I react to you a certain way because I can't punch my woman for saying I'm a fat
Mm-hmm,
motherfucker,
Right.
but I can fade you.
mm-hmm.
So I definitely think you need to be mindful of your tongue when you're talking to certain people.
Definitely.
I don't say anything to people that's like over the top, bro, unless I don't have any respect for you.
Yeah, that's always in my mind. Like, especially with anybody I've ever called a friend or anybody I've ever, associated with. I'm not so quick to throw away those relationships. It really got to be something. Because, like I said, I've said in the past, I don't like to say sorry, and I don't like to wake up and feel like I was in the wrong. You know what I mean? I like to move correctly, so it's like if I do it, it was done. But motherfucking just I lost my total train of thought. But yeah, man. As far as the limits and arguing and shit, as far as with a nigga, I'm never gonna. I try to reserve my shit. Like my example with DJ, right? Even after he, was using the bitch word with me and all of that shit, I still try to articulate, like, hold on, fam. Now we're going into a different space. Now we're doing this. I'm still gonna try to show you some respect and articulate how I felt disrespected before I go to that level. I'm gonna still try to keep it cordial because it's like I feel like once I go to that level, I ain't bringing it down. So it's like I try to limit myself from even getting to that level. You know what I'm saying? Especially with a man. You know what I mean? Motherfucker. And it's limits an argument with a man, right? Because once you see that you really can't talk to a motherfucker and he not receiving the information, I always say it like this: tell a motherfucker once so they know. You tell them twice for confirmation. And the third time, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no third time. You let that shit go. You know what I mean? Niggas be getting killed over simple shit. So not even getting killed because it's your homeboy, but you know, niggas be going too far over simple shit. So sometimes you gotta know how to let that shit go.
If you from the
Actual low,
hood, you know
my
for
mind.
damn sure. Oh, sorry about
You,
that. Go ahead.
You talking about the what you just had up about, is it limits to arguing?
mhm.
Yeah, I feel like the bitch word shouldn't be used in arguments, and I feel like low blows shouldn't be used in arguments.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like bitch is so commonly used now. It's like normalized, but I reserve that like for, you know what I'm saying? I say that with goddamn like intensity. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like because I mean it when I say it. If I say it and I'm meaning it, you know what I'm saying? I try to reserve that. I try to give motherfuckers respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't just throw it around willy nilly. You know what I mean? I try to really treat niggas as men. So because it's like I can know I was always in the right. So if I gotta do you bad at the end of this, it's like, nah, bro was trying to be cool with you. Bro was trying to be smooth. I seen him. You know what I'm saying? That's how I always like to be in a situation. You know, even if that means me being humble and taking a little bit of humiliation in the situation, it's like, it's better because shit, the other way could have turned out way crazier. No, you in the building?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
What's going on, brother, man? How you feel about this?
Um, if you're going, especially if you're going to argue with somebody, hopefully that person isn't somebody you give a fuck about, because that's at a certain point, like it's if you're an adult, there's nothing that can't be talked about. But uh, one of the cool things about being an adult is you can go through trial and error, and then you can look at somebody else's mistakes. I've found that usually the first emotion is usually the wrong emotion. So like, especially when it's like something like anger or something like that. And I ain't trying to like. I think Money's the one that said it. Like, I ain't trying to go to that place with somebody. I'm trying to give them proper respect. Like, somebody could be mad at something you said or did and take it out of context, and they don't know your side of the story. Like, that's the whole part about being an adult, is talking the shit out. Like, what do you mean by what you say, or what did you do? Blah blah blah. If somebody, I'm not a yeller, I'm not an arguer. I do not argue. My parents used to do that shit all the time, and my parents were hardcore with it. Like, my dad would threaten to murder people with like the gun in hand, shotgun in the closet type shit. And he was like, "I will fucking kill everybody in here." And he meant that shit. So I'm not an arguer. I'm really not. I am going to talk about it with you, and if you ain't trying to talk it out, then get the fuck out my face. I'm very quick to shut the fuck up. Not on no bitch shit. Not on no, my art, my talking skills ain't good. My communication is immaculate with people who got fucking sense. You, you know what I mean?
I got a
Mhm.
question.
Huh?
Is you winning?
No, yeah, I just won, bitch.
It sound like you losing, nigga. You
It
pressing
sounds
the
like
shit
you
out of
in my
everybody.
business, and I need you to respect my
Sound like you
thumb
getting your
skills.
ass
Okay?
whooped. That's what it
Well,
sound like.
okay, well then you do
You
it
need to
then. I
get
want to see
better.
you do it. See,
You
this is
need
the
to
shit
get
I'm
better.
talking about. When motherfuckers ain't got no sense, and you start arguing with them, you see what I'm saying? Watch me shut up. Watch me. I know you ain't gonna.
You need to get better because it sound like you getting your ass whooped. That's what it sound like.
You ain't doing it. Where you at?
Nigga rubbing the shit out of that controller. God damn.
So I heard Money. Did you need me for something, baby? What's up, man?
No, I was just, your name had came up. I hadn't heard from you or seen you, and then they just put you in the forefront of my mind. So I was like, man, yeah, tell them pop up, man. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
We on here, we talking shit. You know what I mean? You be missed. We be missing your shout outs. You know, shout out to you. You better
Right.
get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? We be
I'm
looking
gonna
for
say
you,
this,
man.
man. It is a beautiful thing to be missed or thought of, so I appreciate that. At least somebody doing it. I ain't gonna say no names, but at least somebody doing it. I appreciate you, my brother. Always love, always support. And when you get emotional like I'm getting now, if I did smoke, now would be the time to do it. But if I did smoke, which I don't, but if I did, I would smoke DemonTimeExotics.com from east to west. They do it the best. If you got it, can you put it on the screen? Because nobody does it like he does it. And nobody would dare to do it like he do it. Demon Time Exotics. He has everything: hats, hoodies, sweaters, armbands, drawers. He's got all the shit that you need. He's got it. Stop playing around and get on and get it on. Oh, there it is. I mean, come on now.
Hey, we got the new shit too. We got the lemon berry squeeze. If you know the darkest is too heavy for you, they putting you to sleep and you want to smoke it during the day and feel beautiful and all of that. Get you some lemon berry squeeze too. But hey, this just speaking about all this honestly makes me want to talk about something that I deal with personally. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know how y'all deal with it. How do y'all address y'all mental health? Like when y'all get into those modes where it's just like me, okay, so I'm gonna speak on self. I ain't gonna, that's all I can do, right? So I might get into a mode where I could be just totally up. It's called being manic. I can be totally up and extra high and laughing uncontrollably and just at the top of the level and then drop down and feel low just over something simple as hell. You know what I mean? Something small as fuck.
Come on, man, scoot that motherfucker over.
Okay, scoop my mental health over.
No, my
No,
fault. I'm
I'm
talking
talking.
to
I'm
this
talking.
car, bud. My fault. But no, how I handle that shit is, I don't know. I'm different though, but like me, I kind of like I tell everybody I'm okay, even though when I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I bottle a lot of my shit in. You feel me? Like I bottle all that shit in, and you know what I'm saying? I most definitely smoke. I try to smoke it away. I go by the water or something, walk up and down. You know what I'm saying, at the water and shit, and try to clear my mind. But I'm that nigga, like I think about every fucking thing. Like I got so much shit on my mind, and that's the best way I try to handle my shit is smoking, being by myself, really not talking about it. But I know not talking about it makes it worse. But that's how I feel that I cope with shit.
And it's crazy that you are aware that you are self-medicating basically. You know what I'm saying? You basically saying like, I know I self-medicate when I feel like this. I go and smoke me a blunt. You know what I'm saying? I drink a bottle, but and I do the same shit. It's like sometimes I get in that mode and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna smoke. And I'm one of those type of motherfuckers. I like isolate myself because and it ain't like
Right.
isolate myself to go pout, right? It's isolate myself because I feel like I gotta go figure out how to address whatever issues, whatever's bothering me, how to overcome it. Cause I'm one of those type of motherfuckers. Like I feel like can't shit hold me down. I just gotta figure out how to do it. So it's like if I got something on my mind, I'm really plotting on how to come up. And if I can't address that, I'm trying to figure out how to put the next shit in place to move forward and keep moving up to get over that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go isolate myself and try to come back with a plan like, all right, boom, yeah, I've been gone for 3 days, but now I'm moving on this now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely self-medicating. I'm definitely smoking back to back to back, just you know what I'm saying? But
I wanna, I
anybody else?
want, I want to hear everybody's. I want to hear how everybody's doing because this is a. I've touched on it in the past, but this is a subject that's I'm very passionate about. But I would love to hear before I say anything about mine. I would love to hear how everybody's actually doing. Like, how do you cope with it? But also, how are you feeling right now?
I mean, how I feel right now, like I said, I I might I know that I could be over emotional, right? So what I do is
Mhm.
when I do have a trigger or something like that, okay, how am I doing right now? I'm doing like I always do, which means like it's always gonna be something popping up because that's just my brain. You know what I'm saying? But I'm continuing to move forward, if that makes sense, at a good pace. So that means just I'm not doing good, but I'm not doing bad. I'm moving forward. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be some shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and yeah. What'd you say?
I was agreeing. I was agreeing with you. Um, yeah, it's not something that people, especially in our community, we don't talk about it. I don't know why we don't. I'm glad we are starting to now. There's so many problems could have been fixed a long time ago if we just had come to the term that maybe something is wrong, because something is absolutely wrong. It's been wrong, and until we address it, it's going to stay wrong. And I know I heard the back end of someone talk about therapy, you and Timothy, and the way I look at it is the analogy I use is like one of my coworkers. He's black, he's a younger kid. And he was like, man, I don't know about this therapy shit. He's like, I've been thinking about going. And all I said was like, okay, imagine your mind is a car, right? Imagine your mind is a car and you want to go cross country. You want to go from California to New York. You want to go on a trip. You want to go stop along the way to, Vegas and Houston, and you want to do this, you want to do that. So your mind is the car. Would you right now, in the state your mind is in, would you trust that car to go from California to New York the way it is right now? If the answer is no, then what would you do? Well, if the car ain't right, you would take it to the mechanic. It's simple shit. And that's what therapy is. Your mind is the vehicle, and the therapist is the mechanic to get your shit right.
Hey, but
That's
do you know, right? Do you know, like, a lot of people are, I don't want to say scared, but let me say intimidated. They're intimidated by going to go see a therapist and shit like that
No,
because
absolutely.
they afraid to like say that this is what they do and they seeking help in this fashion. You feel me?
and that's so
Absolutely.
crazy.
I
That's
mean,
crazy. It's like
because with me, right? Like, I mean, for the longest, like, I ain't tell nobody I was doing therapy. You know what I'm saying? I just happened to be on the phone with Coop one day, like, and I've been doing therapy, right? You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for the depression, the anxiety. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through it. And I was like, man, I ain't want to tell nobody. He was like, nah, that's good that you know what I'm saying, that you was able to at least tell me. But then now that's opening up for you to express that to everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
one would just be
So,
Absolutely.
so surprised, like
right,
with expressing that, how many people feel the same way, and you won't feel so
right,
alone. You know what I'm
right. And then
saying?
Man,
I didn't feel alone because I'm like, man, I do therapy. And then some people be like, well, shit, I do that too. Or I was thinking about doing that. Or I need to do that. And it was like, that's good though, because we as black men, you know, we really don't talk to our parents like that. We don't talk to our brothers and sisters like that, like, because we be somewhat afraid of what they might say. You know what I'm saying? It may not be the words that we want to hear from them, so we don't tell them.
my one of the first thing I didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you good? I was done.
one of the things that a therapist told me that fucked me up because it was deep, but it also kind of like scared me. I told her, I was like maybe 2 months into like a session, and all she wanted to know was like, okay, tell me what happened. Just tell me your life story. Let's start from the beginning. So I started from like my earliest memories up until now. And when I'm saying all this traumatic shit that happened to me, she noticed. She was like, you talk about this like it's normal, right? And I'm like, well, it's just my life. Like, this is what happened. She goes, yeah, it's not normal though. She's like,
Same.
yeah, she's like, what happened to you is not normal, but the crazy thing is that it's also common. Like, it's common that people have traumatic shit happen to them. Like,
Right,
terrible
right.
shit is happening all the time. The
You just
problem is
saw
that
it.
always. But the problem is
Yeah.
that people think, well, it's only me. And like the thing was, like, to what you're saying, it was the reverse for me. She was like, you shouldn't be so calm about this. She was like, that's not normal. And I was like, well, everybody's got problems. She was like, yeah, but like that doesn't mean that you deserve those problems. And it fucked me up. I was like, damn, you're right. And she was like, and they were pushing. She was like, I had a psychiatrist tell me because I was so fucked up, like I was malnourished. I was a malnourished adult, meaning like like fucking malnourished. I was a grown man being underweight severely, like 20 something pounds underweight. And she was like, I'm gonna put you on something that's going to treat your anxiety and whatnot. But she's like, I need to fatten you up because you're not in a good space mentally or physically. And she's like,
That
everything is tied together. Everything.
that
And
was
she's like,
one thing I did deny. I did deny. I didn't mean to cut
the
you off, bro,
medicine?
but yeah, I denied the medicine. I felt like I didn't need it. You feel me? And I feel like I don't need medication. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like I need to let some shit off my chest. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say something about the medication real quick before y'all move
Yeah.
on. So I felt the same way, right? So I was like, I don't want to do the medication. Then it got to a point where it's like I felt like I needed medication, like when I first moved down here to Cali. You know what I'm saying? But then once I, was able to build up, some practices and get my shit straight and then I was able to kind of wean myself off the medication. So saying that to say it doesn't have to be a permanent thing. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of use it to get you, you know what I mean, where you can seeing shit clear and you got your mindset right, and then you can kind of wean yourself off of it and kind of move from there. It ain't gotta be something that's permanent.
I stopped using medication only because my body was just so not used to doing shit like that that I was getting really sick, super nauseous, super dizzy. And they told me like in the beginning, because it's a new uh something that you're giving to your body that your body's not used to, so it's got to adjust. So you're gonna be dizzy, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that. And then I started getting fat for the first time in my life. I was actually at the weight I was supposed to be. And I was like, oh shit. But I stopped doing it not because I didn't trust it, although I still have my, uh, how I feel about it is how I feel about it. But it's 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 like what Hollywood said, or what Money touched on, is like self medication. Like think about all the unaddressed issues our parents and our elders faced. Like they didn't have therapy back in the day, so what did they do? How many fucking alcoholics do we know? We just treated it like it was just a thing. Motherfuckers are smoking weed and doing all types of drugs, sex addicts, gamblers, fucking all that shit. That's self medication. That's what they did to get through. To cope, they did whatever they could to get through to the next day, and usually that shit wasn't good.
Yo, got a question. Can we normalize checking on your folks? You get what I'm saying? To answer your question, what do? I got friends, man. I got actual friends that I can call my motherfucking friends. That I'm not just, I don't know what other reason you would have a friend for than to be able to go to this person, speak to this person when you're in a bad space, and not necessarily have them fix it, but that is a person that you can go to. That's what I got friends for. My partners on here is people that I go and vent to, ask for advice from. You get what I'm like? That's a
Yeah.
real motherfucking thing. I don't understand. Like what else is your friend motherfucking for? Like I need to understand that. Like what is your partner actually for? If in fact you can't nor don't feel comfortable with going to them with your deepest and darkest.
Uh,
What the fuck are you there for? I'm not saying now one thing I'm not doing is demonizing the choice to go. Not doing that at all. I am saying, what the fuck do you got friends for? What are they
nah,
there for? You just like you chill, y'all drink, what y'all do?
I got a kind of like a crazy answer to that, right? To play off of what you're saying.
Shoot.
For some reason, I only think to check on somebody's mental health when I'm going through my own mental health issues. So if I'm hitting you up damn near, if I didn't felt like that, it's like it reminds me, damn, people really do feel like this. And you know other people that are going through this, you know this person for sure is dealing with this, you know that person for sure is dealing with this. You should call and check on your nigga just to make sure he ain't feeling how you feeling this morning. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only time I really think to do it, because when I'm up, I'm thinking, you know, boom, boom, but you know, life is good. So I'm not thinking that other people's life ain't good. You know what I'm saying? But when I get in that mode, I'm like, damn, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me check on Low. Let me check on Cool. Let me check on him. You know what I'm saying? I remember, you know, my man's father died, and I remember when it first happened, I would always check on him consistently. And I thought about it the other day, like, I wonder when was the last time I asked this nigga how he was doing. You know what I mean? I'm more just been on business, you know, handling shit, just life. I was like, when the last time I actually told, you know, asked bro, like, you good? You straight? You need anything? You know what I'm saying? Just, I know you don't need anything because you got bread, but more like you need me, you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, no homo, you just need a nigga to, you know what I'm saying? To talk to type shit. So.
That's why I
Yeah.
said, can we normalize that shit? Because this shit is getting out of hand with this quote unquote gay shit. Anything you do with your partner ain't, come on, man. Like, fuck
Well, no, you heard
all
what
that.
Money. You sure what Money said? He said no homo.
Yeah,
Just
I hear what he's saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like, we got, that's what
we
I'm
No,
got
because
that.
I
saying.
was gonna say,
that
I was gonna say, like, you know, do you need a hug? But I decided not to
Right, man,
bad that
there
in
ain't
there.
shit wrong with
No,
that
that's
at
what I'm
all.
saying. But you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man, come on, man.
Yeah.
But what
it
is,
is.
let me tell you something that is wrong, though. Let me tell you something that is wrong. That nigga that's next to you right now, okay? You tell him, Money, that you don't go on dates with your partner. You're not taking me on no date. It's not happening. Okay, we don't need to get that.
Nah,
We don't.
You talking
We do
about
not
double
need to get
dates?
that.
You don't double
Man, come
date?
on. No, that ain't what I'm saying. Listen, man, that boy be tripping, man. Okay?
listen,
Ooh.
No. No,
listen,
and I don't
man.
mean to hijack the conversation because we was on something serious. But but I want you to know
Let's
this.
talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is the messy show. Who's going on dates with your friends?
I
Wait,
told you
so
to
a
put it in your
dude
bag.
can't go out to eat with his
See, no,
friends?
Yeah,
that ain't
it
what I'm
was in a cup
saying.
holder.
No, that's not what I'm saying. And don't try to misrepresent me on this one. I'm serious. what I'm saying.
What is a date? Tell me
No,
who's
fuck
going
all
on a
that.
date?
No, wait a minute. Let him say it so you can see how fuck. I bet you drop your blunt. Go
All
ahead,
right,
Coop. Say the
so
shit. Go on and do it.
if you and your homeboy go out somewhere, like out to
Okay.
eat, out to the movies, or something, ain't that a date? Like, why it always got to be?
Why would I be on a
No,
date? Why
Why it
don't I
always
have
got
to
to
go
be
How
a
on
is
a date
date?
that
with
a
my homeboy?
date?
How
Hey,
was
hey,
wait?
How is
Goddamn,
that
I
a
almost,
date?
I almost choked.
you,
God
Y'all,
damn.
you're
y'all,
talking
y'all not
about
pursuing each other?
Off what he
So is
no.
that
said,
You're
why
I
you
almost
ain't
talking
been
choked.
wanting
about
to kick it with me? Because you think
intent.
we going on a date?
Hey,
So
No, you're talking about intent.
I've been telling him
Coop
this
play
for
too much.
years.
That's the problem.
I've
Coop
been
play
telling
too
Coop for
fucking
this
much.
for years. I've been telling him for years.
nah, when
You're
y'all
talking
Bruh,
go,
about intent.
when
Not
ladies
you're
go
not
Lo,
out
you
talking
somewhere
about
sound
the
together,
underwater.
action.
We
You're
can't hear
talking
you.
about
I
intent.
I
don't go
can't hear
on dates with
nobody.
niggas. I go on dates
All right,
with
hold on,
women.
hold on, y'all. Go ahead,
If
Hollywood,
you
get it out.
if you are a friend, we that's it. Like you my guy. Yeah, I'm
bro.
talking
When
about
you take
we
your kids out to play, it's a play date. When girls
but
go out, it's a lunch date.
why do
Why I
you want to
can't be
get
taking my homeboy out on a date for wings?
why do
Negative.
you
That's
want to
gay.
why do you want to get at that
Why does it
title?
even have to be called a
Yeah,
date?
why do you want to get at a title
Okay.
though like that?
Hold on, we gotta change the name to that's gay.
Like
Girl,
come on
Why
now.
does it have to be called that?
I told
Okay,
you.
cool. I got a question. You
yeah.
you you wanna celebrate, I don't know, your mother's birthday or Mother's Day or whatever. So you take your mom out to go eat and you talk about life and what is that?
A lunch date.
A
This
lunch
nigga
date?
add date to everything.
You're talking about
That's a
Coop
date?
play too
what
much.
you're getting confused is the actions versus the intent. You're talking about
Okay,
intent.
hold the fuck on because
You're not
Bro,
talking about
Nope.
All
Don't
right,
try
because
to
hold
do it.
on,
I
y'all.
know
Don't
Hold
try
what
on,
to
you're
y'all.
do
gonna
it,
Hold on,
Coop.
say.
y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let my mic speak real quick.
okay. No, I was just looking up the definition for a second.
Okay.
You getting all serious and shit.
A
What we doing,
social
man?
or romantic engagement.
That's what I said.
Social engagement.
or appointment. So a social or romantic engagement or appointment.
So, is it not a date for me and my homeboy?
No,
No, the fuck it's
hey,
not.
bro,
No,
No, it's
because
not.
again,
No, it's not.
you're
Like,
never
like,
gonna
No,
like,
go
I
on
I'm about
a
to
don't
yell
date.
into this
because
motherfucking mic.
like,
You're
Hell
never
no.
gonna
man,
go
for
on a date with
real.
me.
Like, why do you want to go
intent.
on a date with your partners though,
You're
Coop?
I
never
mean,
going
I,
on a
I
date
Why?
get
with me.
it. I mean, I can't say he's not wrong because
No,
it
no,
says
no. Fuck all
social.
that.
It says social
No,
or
mama. No,
romantic
Yeah,
mama.
the technical
or
Fuck
term.
that. Mama,
We're
excuse
not
my
regular.
language.
We're not
Fuck that
normalizing that.
shit.
We not
Everybody
normalizing
made
that.
the term date exclusive for a man and a woman.
Goddamn right.
But a man and a man can go on a date as friends.
Nigga,
No,
we
bro.
men, nigga.
No.
Oh, my bad, my
I
bad,
mean,
my
You
me.
need
bad,
to
my
you
You
bad.
need
say
to
it's a
stop with
date.
the
This nigga gonna say,
No.
this nigga gonna tell me, he gonna
Let's let
say,
Lo
man,
get it on because we can't hear him.
so I can't take you on a date. I said, bro,
No,
check
hell
this out.
no.
Bro. I said, cool, I love you, boy. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Listen, if I call
this is what
him
we
Love
gonna
Money
do.
and say, let's go get wings and watch the game at the bar, and I'll be like, bet, it's a
You better
date.
shut up. Shut up. No,
It's
no,
a
no.
negative. It's a
HPV
fight,
society
nigga.
letting words keep us.
Because look,
We
again,
will be
and I'm
fighting
gonna say this
everywhere.
again. And my mind just confirmed what I said. What you're getting confused is you're getting the actions of what a date is confused with the intent. I'm gonna say it again, the intent of what you're doing. If you kicking it with your niggas, you won't have any intent but to kick it with your partners, to have a good time. If you, again, when Mama said social or romantic engagement, if you are chilling with a bad female, the intent is going to be different if you kicking it with me, hopefully.
But what
Hopefully.
if I'm just I intend to get out socially with my homeboys?
His
So it's a
intention is
date.
to play too motherfucking much. That's what his intentions is. To play too goddamn much. That's what it is. And I told you I wasn't lying, money. He'd be
Hey, Coop, if
bullshitting
you
like
want to
crazy.
date me, just ask, baby.
Hey,
Please
you
stop
right.
it.
Hey, you right about that. Cause I be look him. I feel just like you.
Ain't
I
nobody
be
got time
telling.
for that shit,
I
man.
be telling that nigga. Yeah, I be telling. We don't got time for that shit. Stop playing that shit.
Bruh,
He
Stop
be like,
playing,
no,
bro.
nigga,
you
we
know how
went
many
on that.
dates me and Hollywood have been
I don't
on
want to hear
together?
that shit. You know,
Dang,
I don't know.
you and
I don't
Hollywood
know.
been going on
I ain't
dates?
never been on no date with you,
Hollywood
nigga.
been on a
shit.
date?
Nigga, I ain't never
Oh
been on
my
no date
God.
with you.
All right, hold
Nigga,
on,
my
but
mama is over
who pick
here,
up the check
nigga.
though? Who pick up the check
Hey,
though?
Dog,
Me and
Hollywood be
G,
calling
listen.
me like,
who picked up the check?
let's go to lunch and
I ain't never called you to go out to eat with me, nigga. Not a day in life,
So you
nigga.
ain't called me and said let's go out to lunch or the Elephant Bar or the movie.
Nigga, that's when it was a group of us, nigga. It was all of
So
us.
it wasn't a
You used
date?
to go on dates.
I
You used to
never
go on
called
dates.
it a date. I
What it
never
sound like
called
is
it
it
a
sound like
date.
Coop mad he didn't clap them draws. Is what
He
it
sound
sound.
like he
Oh my
guilty.
Yeah, he took you on 3 dates and he didn't
Oh,
knock you down.
Hey,
He didn't
you
put
don't
So
your
even
what
head
are
need to
in
y'all
play
straight
this
calling when
shit.
you and your friends going to, like a female friend going to date?
We was out.
I'm
We was
Okay,
out.
finna
Coop,
leave.
Trying to
again,
knock a
exactly.
bitch. We was out
Me and
there
Coop,
my
trying
you
to
were
knock a
talking
me
bitch.
and my
about,
boys went out. You know what I'm saying? Me
Listen,
and my
if you
boys
and
went
a
out.
female friend go out,
I'm not saying no. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if it's Jesus. Nigga, I didn't go on a date with Jesus.
Nah, you went on a date with Coop 3 times.
No, nigga, I ain't never went on no motherfucking date. Don't
Coop
put that
says
shit on me.
otherwise.
Now y'all about to piss me off.
Y'all about
bro,
to
I
make the
took
light
you out
skin
and paid
nigga
for
yeah,
the
red.
food, bro. That's
No,
a
nigga,
date.
I'm about
Hey,
no,
buddy, y'all
nigga.
about to
Look,
make the
nigga, stop
vibe
playing
turn
with me.
red, bro. Y'all better be
Stop
Hey,
careful.
playing
I
with
took
me.
you out and
These
paid for
niggas
your
be mad
food,
at
bro.
Coop,
That's
but
a
Coop
date.
said it.
Man, you a motherfucking lie. You a
Nah, you
motherfucking
fucking
lie.
fucking
You better
paid for
stop
your
doing.
dinner.
You got me out here cussing in front of my
He,
mama. You
he
better
treated
stop
hey,
you.
fucking
Wood,
playing with
It's
you
a
me.
better
social
good.
date. It's a social date.
No,
No,
it's
ain't
not a
no
date.
fucking social date. Ain't no
He
fucking
gonna
date.
slap the shit out of him,
Ain't
baby.
none of that shit.
This nigga mad as hell.
Ain't none of that shit. I'm over here
Hey,
hot. I'm about to act like Bobby
hey,
Knight
listen.
right here. Throw my hat on the ground and kick it. Then
For
get my money.
anybody who ain't seen both these niggas, that'll be a funny ass fight. Boy, I swear
Nah.
to God.
So listen, man.
Oh
If I say,
God.
hey,
no,
Tim,
nigga. That
I'm
shit is
about to
over
pull
with.
up, bro. We about to go get some wings and some IPAs, man. It's on
Now you
me.
make it to
Why you gotta
where
put the
we
IPAs in?
don't want to kick
That's
it
what
with
I'm
you
saying,
no
bro.
more.
Yeah,
Why you
exactly.
gotta
Bro,
put
I
the
was about to
Yeah.
say
IPA in there
that.
like that?
He
Hey,
said
don't even
these
pull up
niggas
on me
in love.
tomorrow.
It's okay to
John,
be in
you
love.
don't gotta
Oh
come pull up
shit.
on me tomorrow
Wait a
because I
minute.
don't feel. Yeah.
I look, hey
Don't
Hollywood,
come pull
I'll
up
pull up
tomorrow.
on you. I'll pull up on you because you know what I mean. He was about
This
to take
nigga,
us on a double date.
that nigga
You
on
He
know
some
he
said,
other
not
stay
shit.
no
your ass
more.
at home. Stay your ass at
Coop
home.
on some other shit
Listen,
tonight.
Coop say that shit
Money was
way
trying
too
to take us
cool,
on a
blood.
date to the lake.
Yeah, he said way too
See what I'm
cool. He
See
saying?
what I'm
comfortable with
saying?
that
See
shit.
what I'm
See,
saying?
yeah, Money. Now you in that shit, boy.
Now I'm in the
See what I'm saying?
bullshit. Just because
Yeah,
I
In
was
the
trying to,
bullshit.
I was trying to hang out with two men and on a cordial, non-sexual manner
Nope.
to
You was
clarify
Now,
for
trying to
the
hang out
internet.
with two
now,
men.
now,
See,
now
this
it's
is
ain't
officially
dating.
hanging out.
manner.
Hey, we
this is
gonna keep
the
this shit.
toxic masculinity that they be bitching about in the
We
Fuck
got
all
it
magazine.
that.
so
Ain't no
Hey, we
toxic
such
gonna
that
thing.
y'all
keep this
let
shit social media.
these
Fuck
people
that
tell
shit.
y'all that date is a bad thing, man.
We
No,
gonna
Or
keep this
mutually
social
I'm telling you,
media.
exclusive
nigga,
to a
fuck
boy
these
and a
people.
girl.
I'm saying it. Me. Fuck the people. Me.
Man, for real,
I'm
I don't give a
saying
Y'all
fuck.
let
I don't give
society
a
fuck
ruin
fuck
all
what
y'all.
Google say.
Nah, nigga, fuck society. I'm
Is
talking
there
about me.
anyone that
I
have to a
don't.
day
Fuck all
they
I
have
that.
don't
to
care
pay?
what
They don't
Google
have to
say.
pay.
Fuck
I
all
don't
that.
give a fuck what Google say.
So don't take y'all
I don't
kids
care
on
what.
play dates.
Nigga, that's not.
None of that.
Nah, nigga, we not going out on. We not going nowhere with you no
I
more,
take my
nigga.
sure. You're about to be a lonely star.
Hey,
You're gonna be a lonely friend.
I'm pulling up on Hollywood tomorrow, nigga,
No,
for a
nigga,
date.
For a date.
I'm not answering the phone. Nigga, don't come knock at the door.
He
Nigga, I'm
said
not
I'm
even
not
there.
your friend no more.
I know. Nigga, hey, I'm about to take your cousin card away from you. Keep playing
Look
that
it.
shit.
Shit.
Right. You didn't want you wanted to be a crip, you didn't want to be bloods, and now you're going
I
on
should have
dates.
drank that pre-workout. God damn.
We ain't playing that.
See, my bad. I ain't mean to hijack. We were talking about some real shit, blood. My bad.
See what you did? Now motherfuckers is going
Lo,
on dates.
you down for the date, bro?
Huh?
Lord, don't you
Lo,
do
you
that
down
shit,
for the
boy.
date?
Man, come get me. You know where I'm at.
For real, nigga. We gonna get some
Y'all turn
motherfucking lemon peppers.
Y'all some cats,
into
blood.
something different.
We getting some lemon peppers, nigga,
Bullshit.
and chilling.
Y'all
I'm
going to
not
get
hungry.
lemon pepper wings?
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh
hungry.
man.
I am not hungry.
I just want to be the one.
Nah.
I just want to
Oh
be the
shit.
one you love.
Oh,
He might be
Oh.
thinking of something different.
you sound like Combo now.
No, don't even compare me to that ragamuffin. I don't even.
Combo get to talking reckless, boy.
Combo called
Combo
that nigga
called
Tyrese
Tyrese
daddy the other
daddy
day.
and said he felt wood. I ain't nothing like him. Nothing like him.
That nigga said Tyrese is daddy. He said daddy playing. We was like, whoa, wait, what you say?
No, didn't he say he was a security guard at the thing, and he said some chick was like come through, and he went through, and then in the morning he woke up and he felt some wood, but it wasn't his.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
Blood ain't play like that for real.
I ain't heard
the
that.
first to deny that.
Hold
I was
on.
watching that video at work today. I'll give it to Coop so I can show y'all that I'm just not making something up. That's what he
It
said.
was yesterday on the podcast about nothing.
Who the
What's this?
drunk
Where your mic
ass?
Yeah, that's why I ain't on this motherfucker no more because I ain't trying to be fraternizing with vagabonds. That's a
Hey,
word I
bro,
know.
this nigga just
What's up,
crashed.
vagabond?
Yeah, this vagabond.
Hey, bro, you good?
This shit crazy.
Put the camera on, man. What's happening?
Hey, bro, you
The
good?
dog?
Yeah. Get out, bro.
The
Get out,
police?
cause you just fucking crashed, bro. Damn, fool. You work overnight, huh? Yeah. Damn, bro.
Damn, fool.
Yeah, my boy, you just crashed, bro.
Hey, watch what this nigga start doing though.
Fuck, bro. Yeah. Niggas, don't knock it, fool.
Oh no. Oh
I'm
no, 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 no,
fuck,
no. No, 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 no,
I'm
no, no,
fucking
no.
What is
weak,
it?
bro.
Oh no, 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 no.
My boy,
This
Sat back
nigga
in the
brain
car.
cells are
my boy
fried.
nozzing it,
He's
bro.
nozzing in the car after he
He
already
said,
This
crashed.
fuck
nigga
it.
said,
He
I don't
said,
give a
fuck it. I'm
fuck.
ready to go to jail. I'm ready to go to jail.
Bro,
That
stop
nigga
it,
keep
bro.
This
doing
is
it.
Look,
He can't even talk. He can't even talk
Bro,
straight.
Wow.
what
He's
the
oh my
So
god,
you try to
guys.
drive off
Oh,
again?
wow.
nah, he
Wait,
just
is he
trying
putting
to.
that up
Somebody
his
check up on
nose?
your homie.
He putting it in his mouth.
Bruh.
Fucking,
That's the air
Straight off
freshener?
work.
bro, this is fucking
Yeah,
Straight
this is
ridiculous,
off
bro.
work.
Like, I don't
aerosol
want
and
none of my
air
homies
freshener and shit.
to be like this, bro.
That nigga's a
Hey,
cat.
bro, you gotta straighten up,
They
bro,
on
because the
that
cops
shit.
are gonna come and shit, and they gonna take your ass if
You're trying
they
to
see
help
you
him.
like this, bro.
Nigga, ain't no straightening up. What the fuck?
I don't want to see none of my fucking homies like this, bro. I'm gonna beat y'all ass if I fucking see y'all like this, bro.
He
Come on, bro,
lost
get
it.
out, bro, because
Yeah,
shit,
whoop your ass.
you just breathing all that smoke in, bro. Come on, bro.
He's
That
still hitting
nigga
that
going
bitch.
This
crazy.
nigga just, oh my god, bro, you going on Food's Gone Wild or some shit, nigga. Like, oh my
See, we gotta
god,
get our
bro.
shit popping. Like these niggas is screaming fools gone wild and shit. They gotta be like, oh, you going on the messy show.
Ooh, you just crashed. You don't care,
He said, yeah, nah, no,
Bro,
I don't.
Yo,
oh cool, yeah, bro. He's
Yeah.
like nosed out.
That shit funny as hell. That nigga tweaking, boy.
Like,
So that's air freshener. What is that?
That's like that shit,
the
whatever they
aerosol.
no,
be
that's not my
sniffing.
car and shit. I was walking my
I
dog
don't
and
know
I
what
work
it
right
is,
there,
really. I know
bro.
that
Get out
they
and shit,
getting the
bro.
fumes and get high off the fumes. They killing their brain
bro,
Get
he
cells.
out
does not
and
give a
shit. Fucking
fuck.
sit down on the sidewalk and shit, bro.
It's
That's
hot here.
crazy. Hey,
Hey man.
buddy ass
Oh,
was
dust
tweaking.
cleaner. Okay. Oh, like the air, like for your keyboard type shit.
Yeah, the aerosol can.
Yeah,
That's what he was.
or
Wow.
like
That's
the
what he was
breeze or
doing.
whatever. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
it's more
It's called
electronic.
Inhaling.
This nigga
Yeah,
was sniffing air freshener.
yeah. What they used to call that shit back in the day when kids used to do that. That's like
Like
that
the
white
spray
drug.
Huffing.
Huffing. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. That's what
God
that's
damn, I
what
thought he
the
was
white
doing
kids
something
be
else.
doing and shit because they can't go buy weed and get prescription drugs, so they find
Remember
shit in the
on
house they can get high off.
They
Crooklyn?
sniffing glue. Sniffing glue.
On
Shit like
Crooklyn, them
that.
niggas used to be huffing and shit.
Uh-huh.
So since they do something to kind of run away from their problem, and y'all do something to run away from y'all problem, is y'all any better than them?
That nigga is in his problems.
That nigga is and we see that his shit is too far. We just
He's
still here
not. I
talking
don't
shit,
think he's
smoking
running
blunts.
away. I think he might just be facing them.
Man.
Damn, no, that's real. That's real. God
He's
damn.
winging it.
He's going under the
Winging
jail.
That
That
nigga
nigga,
ran
that nigga
into
spent
the car and said he was tripping.
He
Like,
said, I
yeah,
gotta
bro.
go to free rehab.
it.
Ain't no huffing. Ain't no
Hell
He gonna
huffing
go
in
to
jail,
rehab
buddy.
because they got a bunch of cleaning material, and he gonna get high off of that shit and never get better.
Yeah, but that's stuff. Like I was saying, man. That's I'm trying to. I really need an answer to that though. Like, what
What's up?
do you got friends for?
What
Like,
do
You
I
got
have
friends.
friends for?
what is your partners for? Not for dates, you motherfucker.
Hold
I
on, let
swear
me
to
mute
God.
somebody. I gotta mute somebody. Yeah,
My friends
Hollywood,
are
if you
for
want to talk,
taco
just come off
dates.
mute. You said, what do we got friends for? Hey, I feel like we got friends for motherfucker to tell you the truth when you need to hear it and you need to be able to listen. I think you got friends for, people to depend on, friends for camaraderie, friends
Right.
for, just like for shit, just like, this is, I'm gonna say something to that, right? You ever think about this? Would you ever walk up to a random person's house, knock on the door, and expect to come inside? No.
Hell no.
But you meet people, right? And once you've met them and you've made any type of connection or relationship, now you can call that person and you would expect to knock on their door and come inside their house. If you think about that, ain't that kind of weird? So all you have to do is actually meet the person, and then they'll invite you inside their house. But if you just picked a house on a block, knocked on the door, and expected to come in and chill and have fun, and people be like, I don't know you. I know y'all like this nigga high, but if you really think about that, that's kind of crazy, right?
No, I'm
Because I
I
can
mean,
meet you.
I feel like that's just comfortability and familiarity over time.
But I'm saying that the only thing that keeps me from being able to walk into your home and come to your home and maybe even stay the night or
Is an
even be there when
introduction.
is an introduction. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
After an introduction, you'll let a motherfucker be in your house, stay in your house, sleep in your house, eat in your house. You get what I'm saying? It's like, that's crazy.
I don't think that's too black.
I think it takes some time though.
Yeah, I don't think that's black, man. That's
We
underrated.
gonna go on social outings first.
Niggas, I need to know you, cuz, for you up in my shit. Like I think that's black. Like black people, hold on, bro. Like I don't know you like that type of thing. What is you doing?
I will say, if it wasn't
there's a
for
couple
him,
people on the channel
Hollywood
I
and
ain't living in
Dez,
my house.
during my time of this, This breakup, I think I would have crashed out a long time ago. So I had my friends act as therapists in my time of need. Because I didn't call these niggas at 2, 3 in the morning with my gun in my hand like a Malcolm X at the windowsill.
But money. I know where you're going with that. I think this just. I think the difference is the introduction, but yet over time, as a well, shit. No, there's no explanation for that. You're right. Yeah, that's the
That's what
only
I'm
difference.
saying.
No,
It's like
Introduction.
if you really think about it, like you could meet somebody at a bar and y'all be cool, right? And y'all got a lot of the same things in common. You like, hey man, hit me up, boom, boom, boom. You're just like Kyle. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot that I've been to his house and been in his house, but it's just the point that now we've been places, we've been out to other cities together, slept in the same hotel room, and boom, 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 and trusted each other. You know what I mean? All off of, hey man, I like
Oh,
that
that
hoodie.
was a date.
Da, 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 da. You feel me? Never. It was
Ah,
not a
there you
date.
go.
See
It was
that
never a
There you
date.
go.
bullshit?
There you
Then
go.
you
Okay,
ain't
There
that
but
high.
you
money,
go.
Yeah,
but money,
It was
yeah,
never a
yeah. You
date.
ain't
money.
that high, is you?
I'm going off of what
But
you said. Did you say? Is it? You said the initial thing is the introduction. Are you talking about just an introduction off top, or like
I mean,
somebody like
no, it's just
John
like
is like, hey,
interaction, just meeting somebody and some
because
kind of connection being made. Now that person is now invited into your home, and it's not weird. Only difference is that I met you and I met you. But now
I didn't make.
you can come into my home, you can eat with me, you can go places, we can I can hit you on the phone. But it's like you could do that with any person on any block, any house, if you met that person and talked to them. But if you just went up and knocked on their door and was like, "What's up, man? Let's go to the bar," they'd be like, "What the fuck?" But the only difference is meeting that person and making some kind of connection. I be thinking about that shit sometimes when I'm like, that is weird, bro. I met this person and now we feel comfortable and we come to each other's house and we hit each other up and we communicate and we went from strangers to friends, all of it just meeting somebody and connecting somehow. That's
Like it
y'all,
didn't
you know
take
what
no,
I'm
much anything more
and
than
that
that. I'll get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
saying?
Yeah. Like
I think it's
we
like,
ain't gotta cut our hand and each other and shake hands on some blood
Like
brother
you
shit in
might meet
order
a
for you to.
motherfucker at work
Yeah.
you've been working with for 3 years. It wouldn't even seem weird for him to come to your house because you worked with him for 3 years. But if a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, somebody just came
yeah,
like, I don't give a fuck, you used to work. I never met you. I never kicked it with you. It was just like
Yeah.
y'all met, y'all interacted, and now it's normal for them to come into your home. And I don't know why I equate it with coming inside the home for some reason. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
it's
Cause
You know what I'm
being
saying?
that's your
comfortable,
palace,
being
nigga. That's what
comfortable.
shit.
What happened?
But
That's your
TP.
space. Your space of comfort.
also, that there's like, I don't know. I mean, this kind of in the same realm, but like, since that, because I'm linking it to what Coop said. So if you're talking about this, the meeting someone romantically, right? And thinking that they're like, well, there's got to be a reason we met. Like, I just can't. This person was brought to my attention for a reason, and thinking that even though it just might be that that's just the person that you came across, ain't no real spiritual or third worldly reason behind it. It's just that's just the motherfucker that's in your vicinity, as opposed to it being divine or being meant to be. Like if your neighbor is a random motherfucker. Just it could be anybody. Motherfuckers live next door to Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy, and they talk about how cool that motherfucker was, and turns out that they were vicious serial killers. It's just that that's who was in their vicinity. And of course, if somebody's in your vicinity, they might not act like who they really are in the beginning. But when those crime shows, when the motherfucker's true color show, and it's like, oh, he had 10 bodies in his basement, and they asked the neighbors, and they're like, oh, we would have never guessed him. He was the nicest motherfucker on the block. We used to let the kids play in his yard, and we just thought he was quiet and all that other weird ass shit. Like, I get what you're saying. It's being comfortable and the motherfucker, like the initial introduction, like, oh, they seem cool. They ain't crazy. We like the same thing. Yeah, I'll fuck with them, invite them to the barbecue. But on
And
the
now
same
it's
token,
like go ahead.
no, on the same token, it's like I say this. You should be friendly with everyone, but not everybody needs to be a friend. Does that make sense?
That's real.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
That's kind of how
that goes back to his original question: what are friends for? And was that the question? Was that the exact question of him?
Nigga, that's the exact question. I
Okay.
think you that's that but that's also how you should judge a motherfucker's character, in my view, based on how they treat people with whom they don't have to treat well. I don't have no connection to you. You dig? As he said, be friendly to everyone, but everyone's not a friend. How do you treat the motherfucker you don't feel like you ever gonna see again?
You should always be, as kind as you possibly can.
That's what I want to
Man.
see. I want to see how you treat them kind of motherfuckers. You like, man,
Hey.
this nigga begging out here. You ran
exactly.
through a puddle, wet the nigga up. I'd be like, bro, you know what, my nigga, you probably need to stay over there.
Yeah, you not
I'll
cool.
call you when we need to. I'll call you when we need to go get on some shit.
There's a certain person. I'm gonna put it out there. This is a messy show, man. I used to tell Platinum that all the time, man. I said the way you move, the way you handle niggas, you be too quick to get over on a nigga, shice the nigga, da. I used to tell his ass all the time, bro, all the time, like, fam, you shouldn't be so quick to burn bridges. And every time I would see him doing something shiesty to another nigga, I would tell him that, and I would express my disapproval. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that ain't cool. It ain't me, but you know what I mean? I know that next week it could be me. So that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
that's a real fun.
So I was basically telling him every time I would say that, like, bruh, if this is the type of motherfucker you is, and these are the morals you're gonna keep standing and expressing in front of me, then I ain't gonna be around you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's when does it come to me? You know what I'm saying?
I should have been kicked to the curb because the way I used to treat these hoes, Lord Jesus.
Look. We don't even need to get into that. But another thing I will say to piggyback on what you said, right?
I was gonna say, do you want to talk about that right now?
No. Do we want to talk about that?
About what? Who? Talk about what?
That was just a comment, nigga. Y'all bet not. Y'all bet the fuck not. Keep going.
Anyway, no.
Let's talk about how you used to do these hoes.
Hey, we could
talk about that right now.
We could do a whole messy show off of that, but like, do we have the time? Is like, how many days can we? How many hours you got? I ain't saying nothing. He's
do it to others. They gonna do it to you. Yes, sir.
No, he ain't never did the hoes the women like that. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why he said hoes. He's been nothing but respectful since the day I met him. Ain't that right?
Man, you ain't got to lie for the brother. We know he was out here going hard on bitch.
I'm trying to be a friend, okay?
My, what are friends for?
I agree with some of the things y'all said. Like, friends should be there to tell you when you're wrong, hold you accountable, be some type of support, be there when you down, be there to check on you. Be there to have your back. All in all.
Follow-up question: what kind of friend are you?
What kind of friend am I?
So maybe I'll go first, right? The type of friend I am, I'm very loyal. I feel like loyalty is a big thing. So I try to be loyal, even, so that comes to even with me and you, like we might bump heads, but you always got a friend in me. I'm not gonna be easy to, hinder a relationship or let a friendship go. I'm the type of friend, like, I'm gonna be a real friend. Like, I'm gonna tell you when you're right and tell you when you're wrong. You know what I mean? But I'm always gonna support you no matter what. I like to feel like I'm trustworthy and my word means something. Yeah, man, I just would like to feel like I would like to feel like I'm a stand-up friend. Like one of the motherfuckers you could be like, yeah, that's my stand-up partner right there. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hold it down. I'm one of them niggas that when we in the club, I'm looking after you. You know what I mean? I'm in the back of the club looking after you. Even if I know I'm cool, I'm making sure you cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm more worried about you type shit. So, that's the type of friend I am.
Honestly, I feel like the type of friend I am has shifted as I got older. Like, due to past experiences, like I used to be that friend that wouldn't care if shit got reciprocated or not. And as I got older and went through shit, I'm like, I can't keep doing that. I can't keep giving my all when motherfuckers ain't doing the same thing. So, but I do feel like I'm still loyal, but it's certain shit that I just don't go for. Like how you was telling us about how what the nigga name is?
Which one? Mr. Network, my homeboy, my large brother.
Not a nigga you used to be friends with.
Oh, Platinum, yeah.
Oh yeah, how you was saying like you would watch him do shiesty shit and tell him about himself. The person I am now, I can't get jiggy with that shit. Like as soon as I seen that shit, I cut a motherfucker off. Like I can't condone weird shit no more. And I used to do that a lot. Well, a motherfucker ain't gonna do me like that, or like that's just how they is. Like nah, like I can't go for shit like that no more.
See, my thing with him and with everybody is like I want to give people chances. I see the good in everybody. Everybody got a little bit of good in them, and I feel like sometimes if people had the chance, they would make the right decision. And I feel like I was always one of them persons. You know what I'm saying? Like I would always be in the middle of some shit, but I really didn't want to be in the middle of some shit. I really wasn't trying to be getting into the shit I was in, and I really was eager to just prove that I wasn't what motherfuckers was trying to make me seem. So it's like I always want to give somebody that chance, that opportunity to show me that they're a real nigga and not give up on the motherfucker, because I feel like everybody always gave up on me. So that's why I'm always trying to, give a motherfucker a chance. But after a while, I understand that. Like I said, I tell you once, so tell you twice. Somebody getting feedback from somebody, but I tell you twice for confirmation, and there ain't no third time.
See, you feel me? I'm the type of friend that like to take his homeboys on a date, man.
Here we
Right,
go.
you know what? Okay, sir.
I just lost a friend today.
We're
I
gonna
did
sit
too.
you.
I just
We're
lost
gonna
a
sit
friend
you
and a
down.
cousin.
On the messy show, we do not condone. I have no problem with the LGBTQ community. I appreciate y'all. We don't condone taking men
Well,
on
since
dates.
we on that
Friends
topic
taking
of
friends on dates.
since we already on that topic, I will say I am that friend that if my friends say they don't got it, I will pay for them. But if you broke every single fucking time, that's crazy. I ain't.
But see,
I ain't even fucking
know
around
see,
with
damn
that.
well that ain't the same thing,
I'm
mama.
that friend. I'm that friend. If you be like, oh, let's go out and eat, and I'll be like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I don't got it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, if you be like, all right, I got you, I'm still gonna be like, nah, I ain't going. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we got to figure this shit somehow. When I get some money or something, we can go to the burrito truck. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't going to go sit down at the table and sit across from each other. You know what I'm saying? Because Coop gonna call us to the date. So we ain't doing that.
See, so say, I paid
So
for
we
your
ain't doing
food,
that.
nigga. This a date.
Right, yeah, we ain't
Fuck
doing
that.
that.
Nigga, I consider myself, when it comes to being a friend, I consider myself to be whatever my friend needs me to be, if in fact I can be that.
Not
So,
included a partner for a date. Not included
yeah, I
that
said
part.
that's why I said if I can be, which that is not something that I could be, nigga.
That's nothing
Not
I
at
can do
all.
for you.
I cannot do that. I'm not capable, brother. I
Right.
cannot partake. I would say I try to be whatever my partner needs. You get what I'm saying? I don't, and I don't have the same expectations for everyone when it comes to friend. I don't expect you to do the same thing that I do. You're not me. I see who you are, right? Whatever you do, and then I expect that of you. That's it. Make things very nice and easy. Keeps you from getting frustrated. Um, keeps you in a happy place. But as far as friendship goes, I just try to be whatever my nigga need me to be, man. What's up? Talk to me, big dog. I'm not gonna tell you what I can do. Be like, man,
But
you
does
having an
that
issue,
have
big dog? What
limits?
can I do? You feel me?
Hold on.
What
I
can
gotta
I
mute.
do?
I gotta mute you, my mind.
Accept the
Go
date
ahead.
partner.
Accept that.
It.
Yeah, because I say
Accept
no.
that.
I say no first though. I'm the type of partner to say no first.
Right.
Nigga be like, bro, I need no.
But
Be like, damn, nigga, what you like? You ain't even know what I was gonna say.
a follow-up question to that though, him.
What's up?
You said that you gonna be whatever your nigga needs you to be for him, right? Is there a limit to that? And I'm gonna
Once
meet you,
again,
Hollywood.
if in fact I can be, yes,
Yeah, that's what he
there most
said.
definitely.
He
Yeah,
can
if I
do
can.
it.
It's not
No,
that I don't look.
no.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean like, well, oh yeah, okay, so that does it. Okay, thank you, my mind, for helping my slow brain. Yeah,
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
right.
I kind of base that. I'm never.
Okay.
I don't. It's never a matter of whether or not I want to do something. It's always about what I can do. You get what I'm saying? If I can't do it, I can't. And it's just going to be it. I'm not going to get mad. I don't get mad at people. As I said, that is a method at which I use to keep myself from getting in these frustrating places. I understand who you are, and I don't have any expectations past that. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect you to do anything besides what you've shown me already. Past that, my nigga, that's who you is to me. That's where I keep you. That's what's up. We good there. You feel me? But for me to a person, coming from my side to the other side, I do what I can, and I make sure that I let you know that that's who I am. My partners know that about me, nigga. If I can't do it, bro. I'm sorry, my nigga, but I can let you know what I can do. You feel me? This is what I can do for you to assist. And my niggas know me. They notice that that's who I am. No doubt about it. But I ain't going on no fucking date. I don't care how bad you need it. Even if you ain't been on one. I ain't doing it.
All right, man. We got a little bit of messy shit. I gotta slide in the messy shit, man. Let's get into this little shooting video in Tennessee, man. They going crazy. I want to make sure I got the volume on. All right, let's get into it.
He was telling bro he had nothing to do with that though.
Exactly. He was telling his ass.
Tell him rewind it back. Nah, it's straight. Wait. No, it's straight. It's straight. Go super get the dough right there.
Listen, Tennessee.
Look at that black jump bagging in over there.
They talking about this car right here.
You see that black jump bagging in?
Watch this.
They gonna keep. I'm talking about
Watch this shit.
You see that?
Here we go, right here. He's gonna come back out. Do him in. Boom.
Oh, he said, I ain't had nothing to do with it, bro.
Damn.
Look, they chase Baba down over there. Look, man, Super, look. Super didn't even get to make it in the store.
Get to the door.
Look, dude never finna run over here and
Damn,
cause Super dog, my dude came over. Look, they still shooting him. They ain't spraying him from far. Look, somebody else, look, one of them got shot. Somebody got shot.
Yeah,
and the leg, who?
They shot himself. He shot himself. One of the partners shot them.
All right, then rewind it. He was telling bro he had nothing to do with that though.
Exactly. He was telling his ass.
Tell him rewind it back. Nah, it's straight. Wait. No, it's straight. It's straight. Go super get the dough right there. Look, super at the dough. Look at that black jump bagging in over there. You see that black jump bagging in?
That's the jump.
You see that black jump bagging in?
Watch this.
They gonna keep. I'm talking about
Watch this shit.
You see that?
Here we go, right here. He's gonna come back out. Do him in. Boom.
Damn, they just get
the
busting.
He had nothing to do with it, bro.
Look, both
they
the
chase
niggas
Baba down. Look, man, Super didn't even get to make it in the store. Look, dude never run over here and cause Super, my dude came over. Look, they still shooting. They ain't spraying him from far. Look, somebody.
Hey, man, that's why you gotta move with respect out here, man. You gotta move with respect. Stop playing with everybody. Everybody ain't playing out here, man.
Everybody good. That's good. God damn.
He act like he was going to the store and turned around and got on it.
Yeah, they was already in the store. They came outside. Like, when we get outside, we finna get off on these niggas. As soon as you come outside, just start getting off on these niggas.
The one nigga that was walking in the store, he had the little hoodie on, the little blue black hoodie on. He was like he was walking past blood, you know what I'm saying, acting like he about to go in the store. Then, you know what I'm saying, once he seen everybody play, he reacted.
Let's play this one, man.
Go look at it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at it. You'll see.
Hold on. We gonna talk about this one, man.
Mine don't count. Oh, okay.
No. You want?
All right, nah, money. I see you want to be a messy nigga. Hold on. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Let's go down to it. I was like, shit. I just didn't like that how short it was, and you really just couldn't see everything on it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to beautiful black women. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them.
You know what I'm saying? I was right just there. Yeah, he looked right there.
He was telling bro he had nothing to do with that though.
Exactly. He was telling
just real quick.
Now watch this dude right here.
Not that nigga. Not that
no,
nigga.
Look, I'm telling you, this nigga in the red right here comes out. The nigga that comes out in the blue, they both with these niggas. They on this nigga and another nigga.
No, it's
See,
straight. It's straight. Go
they on
Super
this
at the door
nigga.
right there. Look, Super at the
Yeah,
door.
watch the nigga
Now
Look
walk
at
watch
that
up.
black
Look
jump
it.
bagging
See,
in.
Nigga,
Look, that black jump
he
bagging
already
in.
know it's.
You see that black jump
He
bagging
with
in?
him.
this
They
nigga.
gonna
These
keep on
niggas with
going.
him. Oh, he
The
did walk in the
turquoise
door.
one right here.
Oh,
That's what
oh,
I'm
he
talking about.
did.
See, that's what I'm saying. You don't
Oh,
even know
he
what I'm
walked
talking
from this
about.
car. Oh, that's why
Yeah,
they were
he
saying
walked
that
from
they
over
came from this
there.
car. Oh,
Come back out. Zoom in. Boom. Oh, he said, I ain't had nothing to do with it, bro. Look, they chase Baba down over
that's
there.
why he's saying
Look,
they
man,
ain't
Super,
doing it.
look, Super didn't even get to make it in the store.
Get to the door.
Look, dude up and run over here and cause
Okay.
Super, my dude came over. Look, they still shooting him. They ain't spraying him from far. Look, somebody else. Look, one of them niggas got
Like,
shot.
buddy
Y'all
got
got
shot
shot.
right here.
In the leg. Who?
They shot himself.
So who?
I'm still
Yeah.
confused on what's going on.
Look at. Hold on. Let me see one more time now.
He
Hold
was
on.
in the break.
Because
Okay.
it's because
That
these
nigga
niggas
right
is talking
there.
so much.
So the dude in the red.
No,
Look at
this.
these
Go ahead. Go
cars.
ahead.
These cars pulled up to get on these niggas. Like, say him, this nigga in the red got into it with these niggas right in the store. He called his niggas pull up outside. They pull up and they getting on these niggas. All these niggas that file out of this store was just into it with this nigga, I'm assuming. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And these are his niggas getting out the car, shooting at these niggas. So everybody that's running up out of this car, shooting this shit up to right here and shit, they're all coming out this car and they with this nigga right here. And some of these niggas is trying to say they ain't in the middle of it. Look, you see how he said something to him right there? You see how he turns around right here? He just said something slick to him. You know, the nigga turned around.
But
Now,
wait a
but
minute
watch
though.
this.
It's only 2 niggas though, bro.
Nah.
No, it's 1, 2, 3. He came out first. These 2 niggas just came out, and now this is the red hoodie homeboy acting like he's walking into the store, but he's not. See, now
Oh,
he
so
just
he got
sizing it
fed.
up.
Yeah, all 3 of them niggas got fed. Okay,
Right. So now
Yeah.
when he waited on his homeboy to run up in the red,
Jesus
he came
Christ.
up the strap. They over here running up on him this way. So they triangling them. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. See, he hit him, and the other niggas hitting the nigga in the back.
Okay.
And then Cuz came back and tried to get on him again.
Yeah, to finish him off. See, this is some nigga at the car. But
So
one of them niggas got hit.
Mr. Blue and Red are together.
Yeah, blue and red are together.
Jeez. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Keep your goddamn it with you, man.
Hey, this
Please.
is funny, man. Let's do some more lighthearted shit. Y'all always say it's negativity. Let's do some more lighthearted shit.
Please, this one. Please, come. My friend, come. This. Door, fender, shut.
Right.
Hit that motherfucker.
I give you 25%. 25%. I give it.
I give
it. Hurry.
Hey y'all, I gotta hit the hay. It's my bedtime. I'll see y'all later.
All right, Lo, I appreciate you popping up,
Hurry,
man.
I
Fucking with
fool.
us, man.
Waiting
Appreciate
on
your
my mama to
input.
finish. Waiting on my mama and my sister to get done with their hair, so I can grab my mama and go home.
You said what happened?
Said I'm waiting on my sister and my mama to get finished with their hair, so I can go home.
Oh, you back out here, huh, man?
Yeah. I just touched
Came
down
on
today.
home. Okay, we
touched
trying to
down
get it
today.
in, man. Talk to me.
Man, what's happening? I'm only out here for a few more weeks.
That nigga ain't trying to work out.
Nah, I am though.
Hey,
I need to.
I said I was supposed to work out. I bullshitted. All right, this is a good one.
What city you in, money?
Shit, I'm out here outside of Antioch.
Okay, you out that way. Okay.
Yeah. I'll be coming to Oakland, man. I'll be coming to Oakland and shit.
Yeah.
It's a real one. It's a real one, man. Hey, this nigga, they got a good little system going on. He pulled up. He told the bitch, be outside on the porch, bitch. Here. Fuck you mean? We're killing when you need them.
I done been in situations like that.
Hey, let me tell y'all a crazy ass
run that
story.
shit in the house.
Let me tell you a crazy ass story. I promise you I'm not lying, nigga. I'm in my baby mama bug. right? Volkswagen Beetle Bug, nigga, and it got one headlight out. Now I got the 40 on me, stendo, everything, and I'm smoking in that bitch. I get pulled over right next to the club. I'm already knowing he finna pull me out the car. I skied off on throw the stendo, throw the shit, smashing on the police. They get behind me on the highway. I get between two semis so they can't like see me on the video. You know what I'm saying? Throw this shit. Man, I throw that shit. I go to jail. They pull, I end up pulling over later. They find a blunt, boom, I go to jail for the blunt. I get out, I bail out, I go find my fucking shit on the side of the highway. I'm searching for 4 hours on the side of the highway. I didn't even know I was out there that long, bro. I'm searching for 4 hours on the side of the highway for my shit, nigga. Find it, come back up to the top of the hill to get in the car. My girl like, yeah, the police stopped by, but I just told them you was looking for something and they just pulled off. I said, what? I just bailed out from throwing this motherfucker. You telling me the police pulled up while I was there looking for this shit? I done threw it and motherfucking found my shit, came back and got my shit. Fuck you mean? Went home, got the little dirt out of it. You know what I'm saying? Cleaned it up, man. It was all good, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Hey. For real though, man. Yeah, man. One thing I got.
Well done, brother. Well done.
Hey man. You know what I'm saying? I felt accomplished, brother. Hey man. I got up out of there and I kept my shit. Went back and got it. Bailed out. I bailed out and then went and picked my shit up. I feel accomplished. Let me see. But before we get out of here, one thing I do want to do is show some love to friends of the channel. You know, we got hold on, give me 1 second. Let me cue it up. Hold on, let me cue it up. Yeah, we got friends of the channel, man. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Let me move a little faster. All right, man. Here we go. Before we get up out of here, man, I want to show some love to the friends of the channel, man. Oops, he finally got his shit on YouTube. And we finna check this out. This is one of my favorite songs, man. Been waiting on him to put this song here, so I'm gonna add it to my favorites list. But y'all check out this new
shout out, cuz
work.
She like, all you do is work. I'm like, we can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. They don't know about my squad, niggas turn. I got day ones with me, you should see the ones that turn. Nick lighter, just in case I'm playing the gas on Bridgesburg. I've been taught the game by OGs, but some say I never learned. In the same ways, it's so good shit, this for better or worse. You got me, but all you got is the problems I have with her. Told them back to work, the napkins work, spectacular, with vernacular. If she leave, then that's on her. I got God with me, I'm about to take them back to church. If you hating on me, on my soul, promise that won't work. If you hating on me, on my soul, promise that won't work. Only get to do this shit cause we get to work. Yeah, we only get to do this shit cause we put in work. I know what's the price of love and why does it cost it all? I'm up on the list. If I'm on the list, then you can cross me off. This shit just like Gilligan's Island. I ain't lost with y'all. Told me to take my time. I don't waste my time at all. Don't have no idols or no heroes. They say money is the root of all evil. But if life is the price to cost people, then why? Don't know about my spine, niggas turn. I got day ones with me, you should see the ones that chose to turn. Been lighter just in case the flame the gas that niggas burn. We can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. We can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. We can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. Back to work, the napkins work, spectacular, vernacular. If she leave, then that's on her. I got God with me, told her I'ma take them back to church. If you hating on me, promise on my soul that won't work. No, that won't work. If you hating on me, on my soul, that shit won't work. If you hating on me, on my soul, that shit won't work. If you hating on my soul, that shit won't work. On my soul, yeah, that shit won't work for you. She keep looking at the tip, she see I put in the work. If you hating on my soul, then that shit won't work for you.
that's my shit, man. So I had to let that ride. Hold on, let me. There we go. Yeah, man, I had to get that off one time, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got themselves on mute. Boy, I got you guys trained good. I don't hear shit in this motherfucker.
Boy, shut the fuck up.
This motherfucker here.
Everybody's
Yeah,
like, we're
nigga.
on mute. We're on
Shout
mute.
out to
That
Stu.
was
He
oops,
said
right?
morning.
Yeah, that's oops.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
man.
oops. I'm taking that comment down.
But yeah, that's my shit, man. I want to run it back one time, but I appreciate everybody tuning in, tapping in. It means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support. I appreciate the engagement. But until next time, tap in, tune in. Shout out to the podcast about nothing. Shout out to the boxing section. Shout out to Himothy, Mike, Taj, everybody that popped up low. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood, Himothy, everybody in the building, man. But until next time, tap in, tune in. It's the Demon Time Exotics, the messy show from the east to the west. We do it the best. You already fucking know.